What's your style? Find out today on Beads, Baubles, and Jewels. If you love the look of dichroic glass beads, you are going to love this. Jennifer Stark is here from Fire Mountain Gems, and Jennifer's going to show us how we can make faux dichro.
That's correct, Katina. Thank you. As you can see over here, I have some real dichroic glass, and what that is a very expensive multicolored glass that was originally designed for the aerospace industry.
Wow.
But with faux dichro, you can get a similar look at a fraction of the cost.
And that's always good.
Yes. Save money wherever you can.
Yes.
Okay, so first what I've done is placed my metal disc on a flat surface, and I put a piece of wax paper underneath, and that's just in case any of the liquid glass I'm going to be using spills over the edge.
Yeah,
it just makes for easier cleanup.
Yes.
And these discs come in lots of different colors, shapes, and sizes, so you really have a big choice of what you want to use for your bracelet.
And they're beautiful colors.
They are. And then over here I also have some luminous paper, and that also comes in different colors too. So you really get a lot of variety.
Yeah.
And it's real easy to cut. As you can see, I've already cut some triangular shapes of my paper, but you can cut them into any shape you want, or you can even use a special hole punch from a craft or stationery store if you want to do something a little different. And I've also used, so I have a colored background, my colored disc. I've also used less of the luminous paper, whereas if I had something like a piece of clear glass, which you could also use, I might want to use more of the paper to cover the surface.
That'll give it more of that luminous sort of thing.
More of the real dichroic effect.
Good.
Yeah. So first I'm going to put some of my liquid glass here on the disc. And it's always better to put too little than too much.
That's a good tip.
Yeah.
Because you always think, well, it's not enough.
There you go. Okay, and I'm going to use these tweezers. It kind of helps to hold it so you don't get the stuff all over your fingers. And I'm going to use a toothpick and just spread that around, and that just gives me a nice, that just gives me a nice thin layer.
Okay. It just smooths it out too.
And you can also use your toothpick to pop any bubbles that you might get in the liquid glass.
Oh yeah, that's a good tip.
So after you're done with your first layer, you want to wait an hour and a half for that to dry. And then after your last layer of liquid glass, you want to wait 3 hours before you use it in any jewelry.
So it's a good idea to do several of them at the same time.
Yeah, definitely. Otherwise you'll be doing it for a long time.
Okay, let's move on to our next step. Let me get this out of your way.
Oh, thank you.
Sure.
As you can see here, I already have a disc that's finished on this side. And now if I had spilled any of the liquid glass over the edge, it's a real easy cleanup. You just, after you pick it up off the wax paper, you just use some scissors and you cut along the edge of that. And then you could use some fine sandpaper or even a fingernail file would work to smooth out the edge.
Great. So
after you're done with that side, you're going to flip it over and go ahead and decorate your other side.
Yay.
So you have both sides done. Yeah. It's gorgeous. And then after that, it's time to add some sparkle.
Yes, we like that.
Oh, it's so much fun.
So what are you using, just some glue?
Just using some glue and putting a dot right in the center of my disc, or you can put the glue wherever you want your crystal to be.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use this to pick up my crystal.
Now what do you have at the end of your toothpick?
Actually, it's just a little ball of wax, and it just makes it so easy to pick it up and place it on your disc.
That is such a great idea, because when you use your fingers, it's just always stuck.
Off.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot easier. And so what you want to do is wait the 10 to 15 minutes for that to set. And then it also dries clear, which is really nice, because in case you get any of the glue coming out from underneath the crystal, it just dries clear so it doesn't ruin your disc.
Right.
And the 10 to 15 minutes is good also because it allows you to move it around if you don't get in exactly the right spot.
Right.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be perfect the first time.
Exactly. And then after that dries, you're going to flip it over and put a crystal on the other side.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Oh,
as
look
you can
at that.
See, yes, thank you. As you can see, I already have some of my discs ready for my bracelet. But first I want to show you how to open and close a jump ring properly.
Okay.
So I'm going to take a larger size one than we're using for the bracelet just to demonstrate. And you want to open it in a twisting motion like this.
Okay.
You never want to pull the two sides apart because that distorts the shape of the jump ring and also weakens the metal.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And also here I have a swivel clasp, and I've used the jump ring to attach it to my disc. Now right here you might want to add a drop of the glue to the seam of your jump ring, and that just gives you added security.
Yes, you know it'll stay in place.
That's
after all that work.
Yes, after all that work. And the swivel clasp is great because it does turn in 360 degrees, so no matter how you twist and turn when you're wearing your bracelet, you get to show off both sides.
You have a lot of movement.
Of your beautiful disc. And here's a bracelet with a couple of my discs already on it. And then right over here we have the finished piece.
Here is the finished product. Look at how gorgeous that is. There's so many different colors and variety. You can wear that with practically anything in your wardrobe for sure.
And the clasp is good because if you don't like some of the colors, you can just take them off.
Oh yeah.
Just like that, yeah.
That's good.
So it gives you a lot of versatility.
Now you brought with you some other things. You want to point out what we have next?
Sure, I have some button covers over here and using the crystal again and some of the liquid glass and the luminous paper.
Okay.
So those are a lot of fun.
Yeah, they could just make a plain sweater or something look really
Dress
great.
it up, yeah.
And the earrings?
And then we have some earrings with some more crystal on it. And as you can see, you can use it with gold, not just the silver. So those are a lot of fun too.
And this is so fun.
Yes,
you have
so
to talk about the tennis shoes.
The tennis shoes, those are so cute. You know, they're so easy to do. You just decorate your discs however you want, and they're just put on there with a jump ring. So, you know, if you want to take them off or switch them around, it's really easy to take them off and get them off there.
That would be such a great idea for kids.
Yeah.
You know, if you had a little daughter or something just to make, you could do it together and then she could just decorate and make it look nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of uses for those. You can even use them for zipper pulls.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
That's a great idea. So now we can get the look of dichroic glass at a fraction of the cost, and we know how to do it. Thank you so much, Jennifer.
Thank you, Katina.
See you next time on Beads, Baubles, and Jewels.